What I think about Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne, man, look. I'm one of the biggest Jay-Z fans in the group. You know what I'm saying? Me and Modest Media, man, we always hold Jay down. And this album, I can honestly say, it was not great. I didn't have expectations. I really know what the hell to expect off this album. So I can't say my expectations weren't met because I really didn't know what to expect. But it was a solid album, you know. I don't know why people like on Twitter and stuff, man, they're so like either one way or the other. They either like hate it or people super love it. And you know, me and C-Town was talking and he was saying, people were saying like, if you don't love this album, or you don't think it's a classic, like you're hating on Jay-Z and Kanye and all this. Look. I'm gonna clear that shit up right now.
Shit, they could be hating.
Nah, man, look,
You don't know that.
the album is solid, but if you don't like it, I can see why people don't like this album. It's like
Jay-Z and Kanye. You're
so
supposed to like Jay-Z
nah,
and Kanye.
man, you can't just.
So you
giving them a pass.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm
That's what you're trying to say is based off the name.
No, I'm not
I'll
saying
say
that now. I'm just saying that people could very well be hating. They probably do want this to not be great and not to fuck up and not do shit.
So what you think about Watch the Throne?
What I think about Watch the Throne, I think it was good.
Overall, you thought it was a solid
I think it was good in spots.
in spots.
In spots. I'll just leave it at that.
You can't leave it at that.
Yeah, let me
I will right now.
What you mean
Right
that
now.
spots, man? Come on, what you mean that spots?
Because,
So you like a Beyonce
He's
track?
saying
No, I
certain
think
things were good, but certain things
yeah, I think it was because it was good in spots, meaning that this album was almost there. It was almost there,
Almost there.
but
almost
there as far as being a freaking great album. Watch the Throne is the equivalent of a goblin, meaning that there was forget it. There were a lot of expectations for what Watch the Throne should have been that it didn't meet. And that's why you have such a great divide between Jay-Z fans and Jay-Z haters. I think that's part of what you're seeing right now. People, look, it's Jay-Z and freaking Kanye West. When they get together, this shit is supposed to be great.
But man,
Not-
can I say something?
Say it.
I'm a big Jay-Z. I was disappointed. I was mad when I was listening to this album. I was like, what the hell is this? Like when I got the first listen to it again. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this, dog? The flows, Jay-Z flows remind me of Jay-Z, R. Kelly type of era. Like, it was just like, this is not Jay-Z. This can't be Jay-Z. Watch your thumb get pissed off.
Jay-Z.
Like, come on.
He had a
You
Michael
saying that's not
Jackson.
Jay-Z?
He thought he was Michael Jackson on a couple tracks.
No, wait.
He was like,
man.
Yeah,
As a
I
Jay-Z
wasn't feeling
fan,
it.
man.
Which line were you talking about?
Watch your thumb never get pissed off. See? Come on, that ain't Jay-Z, man. Like, I'm a Jay-Z. I am a Jay-Z fan. No, stop. I am a Jay-Z fan, dog, and I was disappointed. When I heard Murder the Excellence, I was like, okay, this is what I was expecting. This is what I wanted, and I didn't get that throughout the whole album.
No.
Me, I did not get that, dog. Like,
Why are you so surprised? This is Jay-Z.
Whoa, so surprised. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Surprise?
Because this is what he's been doing since he
Watch
dropped
the thumb
since
rappers
he
get pissed off. Come on, man, Jay-Z. Come on, man. And then you know what? No, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna compare. You know what? The worst thing to do is compare this to like previous work. I'm not trying to do that because I know what Jay-Z is capable of. I know what Kanye is capable of. When I heard Watch the Throne, I was like, what is this? I'm not saying the album is whack. It's subpar to me because I know what Jay-Z and Kanye can give me. I know it, plain and simple. And when I listened to this album, I was like, wow. 6th time I listened to it, I was like, I'm missing it. I mean, it's crazy, man. Modest Media getting mad.
All right,
go ahead.
Modest Media getting mad.
I want to come back to
Okay.
that because I think you're off base a little bit.
I'm off
Off
base.
base by him saying it's not good?
No,
That is
about
some-
this not being
That is
Jay-Z.
an average album. It's a
Okay.
subpar average album.
Well, okay, here's
Go, man,
My
Just
goodness.
go. Let's go. Let's get it out of the way, and then let's get into
get
it.
me out the way.
Yeah,
Okay,
get
well,
you out the way.
let's get this out of the way. I'm a hater, I'm a backpacker, and I'm gay. Now that that's done,
Get down
all
to
these
it quick.
motherfuckers on YouTube ain't got really shit else to say. Now, moving on, I thought Watch the Throne was mediocre at best. I won't say it was good because I was bored. I think from the production to the lyrics, I wasn't moved by any of it. and that's from Jay and from Kanye. Now, people can just mark me off as saying, oh, Mike is a Jay-Z hater. I've said numerous times before, I like Reasonable Doubt, and I've even gone on record as saying I actually didn't mind Blueprint 3. And I didn't mind Jay-Z's verses on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But on this album, I am at the point now where I don't want to hear a fucking album about dudes and their money. I'm over this. I like braggadocious hip-hop. I love braggadocious hip-hop. But in 2011, I have no need for this. I have no need for fucking 16 tracks of I got this, you don't.
You know
I drive this, you don't.
But you know what, C-Tom? Every track wasn't like that.
Okay,
because
all but 2 fucking tracks.
Nah, because
you have Murder and Excellence, which was a good track.
The Joy.
And which one was The Joy?
That leaked out in November. I'm
I didn't get
a
that.
minus
Okay.
The Joy.
New Day.
I didn't get
New
that one.
Day.
New Day was good.
New Day.
New Day was about their kids. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you on that.
you know what I'm saying?
So
Like
that's
that,
2 songs.
that struck me.
That's 2 songs.
yeah.
Okay.
It didn't even come in hard. Like, you expect the first track of an album.
You don't like the first track?
No, I'm not saying I didn't like it, but it wasn't
Yeah,
a
it wasn't
banger.
hard.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when you put the first
first
track
one,
of any album
it's-
on, it should be dope.
But I think it did set the tone for the album.
It did, no, it
It
did.
did.
But it set a boring
Yeah,
tone. It let
did.
me know
It
the
really
album's
did.
gonna be boring.
It really
A
did.
boring tone?
Yo, C-Tom got a major point. The first track on the album, especially like of this magnitude, you know, you got Kanye and Jay, and you have Frank Ocean on there. It should have been better. It
should've blew you away,
It should have
right?
blew you away. You know what I'm saying? And Frank Ocean's on there twice, and it's like those tracks are damn near forgettable.
No, the
That's
second,
Sweet Baby Jesus, good.
one wasn't
Sweet
forgettable.
Baby
Sweet
Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought I was watching Ricky Bobby, man.
I think the first
Like, this is Watch
record
the
did
Throne.
set
Name
the
your album,
tone
Watch the Throne.
for the album. I think what messed the first record up was that mediocre, poor ass second track with Beyonce.
That track wasn't mediocre. That track was fucking terrible. And that was an obvious
Forced.
radio track.
No, fuck
And
that.
it was
That
like,
shit was forced.
no, I'm saying it was an
terrible,
obvious
though,
radio track. It was like, this is obviously gonna be our next single. Otis is gonna be the first one, fine and dandy,
Ham
great.
was.
Ham doesn't count because it wasn't even on the album. So how could it really be? No, it wasn't.
It's on the bonus.
Yeah, they
Okay,
threw it
my
on
bad.
there, but it doesn't.
I got the deluxe.
You
one.
threw that in, Joy.
Well,
Yeah.
I did, but
You
I'm
threw
saying
that in, Joy.
that at that point that doesn't count because it's not really a single for the album if it's a bonus track. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
So the Otis is the first single. This is obviously gonna be the second one. This track was fucking terrible. You got this horrible Journey sounding fucking synths, and then you got Beyonce, which is one of the worst hooks I've heard in a long fucking time. We're gonna blast off, go to the stars,
Get
take it
lifted
to
off.
Mars. Come on, dude. Really? Like you said, this is Jay and Kanye. This is the best y'all could do.
This is Watch the Throne, right? This is Watch the Throne. If I hear that, I'm not gonna be scared. Like, oh, if I'm a rapper, oh, Watch the Throne. What throne? Like this.
The toilet.
Did you like
That
Niggas
song,
in
bro.
Paris though?
That track was actually kind of cool.
That shit was cool.
That track was cool.
And you know what? Talking about all that money shit and all that, that's cool if you do it like in a Niggas in Paris type of way. But the rest of that shit, I was like,
Right,
everybody has clever shit here and there. It's Kanye and Jay.
That's not really quite understanding why you all, or some of you, or why the hell are you surprised that this is about money and braggadocious? Like,
surprised.
but that's what it sounds like.
music,
though.
man. Yeah, the quality of the music. That's why I'm mad. That's why I'm mad. As a fan, I'm mad. That's what.
All right.
He made me miss my train of thought too. I had a good one while we was over there.
You were saying, okay, he was saying, why are y'all surprised by the content of the album? My point was, I wasn't saying I was surprised. I just don't have any fucking desire to hear this kind of shit. You know, like when I heard My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that whole thing wasn't about money. But I don't feel the need in 2011 to listen to an album that's all about excess.
But why-
I don't feel the need.
But why do you think they got together and decided to make an album of this particular?
Because they wanted to make more money so they could talk about more excess. This album was an obvious money getter. They were taking pre-orders before the album even had a fucking release
Everybody
date.
takes pre-orders.
Before you have a release date, Ken? No, you don't.
So you think that's the premise of the album was okay? Watch the Throne. Hey, we getting money. Baze, baze. You think that was the? You think that was the theme of the album?
You know what? Why not? Look, listen. When you got a title like "Watch the Throne," what that means to me
You
is,
saying it's not their title?
hold on. What when the title is "Watch the Throne," That means you're supposed to be sitting on the top of the throne. You're supposed to be the king of this shit, right? You're supposed to be, people supposed to be hailing Hov up, right? Like he has before.
Okay.
This is not on par with Hov's previous work, Kanye's previous work. So there is a letdown slightly.
It doesn't matter. It's not gonna knock him off
because
the
you're on the
throne.
name.
So if someone,
It's not gonna knock him off the throne.
Because I agree with Ken on that one. I do agree with Ken on that.
Yeah,
It's
because
you're stuck on the name right now.
Okay, but that's always the case with them. Right, that's always the case because it is Kanye and Jay-Z.
Okay, because they have established positions that nobody's just gonna knock them the fuck
but
off.
this is their throne.
Okay, it is.
Do you agree?
Oh, it is, and
So what?
but I'm not
Okay.
disagreeing with that.
All right,
But
so
what I'm saying is that the music is not that good.
But because it's them, the king can do whatever the hell they want, though.
But you know what? But
And
that's why we're doing hip hop, and we're gonna tell people how it is.
But the people aren't doing that. The people aren't doing that.
And
the
you know-
people are attacking people that criticize this album. They attack Ninth Wonder for even just saying it's not for me.
There's nothing inspiring about this. Just like he said, this album is called Watch the Throne. An album like that should set standards. It should not
switch it up,
stick
yeah.
to standards. It should make
Damn, that's a good
motherfuckers,
answer.
it should make people come out and be like, God damn, this is what hip hop is. This is what hip hop should be.
Exactly.
This is what I wanted to
This
say.
is, you got two people, like you said, the throne, so you gotta set it off with the music, man. I'm sorry, they didn't set it off with the music, with this music. And that's why I'm mad. That's why I'm disappointed as a fan of
I'm
these
not
two artists.
disappointed. I don't know why y'all disappointed.
Y'all trying to make me come off the
No, I'm mad.
no,
I'm
me
mad.
too,
wait,
Because
no.
I'm mad.
You even
As a
said-
fan, I'm mad,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? You even said
It's
it's
hard
only
pill to
good in
swallow.
spots. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, and the spots that are good, they're actually pretty great. Like New Day to me, like as soon as I heard that, it hit a chord with me because I have father issues. You know what I'm saying? My father's not in my life. So to hear Jay say that you're not even out yet and paparazzi's already chasing you.
Jay-Z and Kanye were in a very, very, very prime position to contribute to hip-hop in a way that they should have as the throne. Meaning that they didn't have to make all of the stereotypical pop radio type songs that we kind of foreshadowed was coming from earlier discussions. They could have made something a little bit more along the lines of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. They could, and by doing that, think about this.
That would have been Jay-Z.
It wouldn't have been Jay-Z, but think about this. If they would have done that, if they would have went back to just enough of the core of hip-hop and made something different than what is out there now, would the radio not play them? No, they need to play Jay-Z and Kanye. Regardless of how it sounded, whatever they said was, this is our next single, that would have been on the radio. And you know what would have happened as the throne, people would have followed. So that means you would have had more people making music very similar to what Jay-Z and Kanye has made because they think that is the path to the radio. And that probably could have potentially changed the sound of the radio, but it's what I expected from them. But you know, it's just like I said with Goblin, the bar for me, my expectations were high. So I want to hear something similar to a Bastard. So I want to hear something similar to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, or just something a little bit better than what we got. You know, the good spots, more of the good spots. Let the good spots be good and everything else be great. And they didn't really do that. They stuck to the status quo, man, and I think we saw that coming.
You know what, man?
Let me say this.
I have so much to say. I don't even know where to start.
I put this on Twitter that I think that this album is seriously an ill-fitting, plain white t-shirt that was made by Gucci. So motherfuckers are automatically gonna run out and they're gonna say, this is the dopest shirt I've ever worn because it's made by Gucci. Even though it's a plain ass shirt, there ain't shit on it, it's not made that well, it's Gucci, so therefore it's dope. Same thing with this album. This album is mediocre, but because Kanye and Jay made it, it's automatically good. If this wasn't Kanye and Jay, people wouldn't give a fuck about it. The production is not amazing. The lyrics are not amazing. It's a bunch of weak pop singles on a mediocre rap album.
Right. No, man. We need a different perspective. I want a different perspective.
You know what? Let me tell you something right now. Jay-Z killed me on that one track where, you know, Murder and Excellence. That, you know, I appreciate Kanye for his first, but it wasn't tight.
That joint was tight.
He starts off with going on about, you know,
that was nice.
Hold on. He goes on, he's like, you know, talking all this shit about, you know, the murders in inner cities, relating that to Iraq, that was great. Then you come to Jay-Z, and you're talking about Maybachs again. You're talking about black ties. The fuck? Who wants to hear this shit?
I got blacks on blacks.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, give me a break
Let's
right
go.
now.
Come
But
on,
you
man.
know what?
Like,
if y'all like
for
it,
real?
great. I ain't got nothing to say about y'all liking it. That's awesome. You're welcome to like it.
Y'all
It ain't
happy with
fucking
that
me.
album, man? Y'all really satisfied with that album,
y'all?
man?
Who you
I mean,
talking about?
Jay-Z fans and Kanye fans.
Yes,
like,
they are. They
y'all
are.
happy
Here's
with this,
one.
man?
Here is a
But I
representative.
can't blame him. I don't understand what people are upset about. This is Jay.
I'm just like so like
Come on, man.
confused right now, man.
Why are you confused?
Who are you confused by? I know it's not me.
It's not just confused, and of course it's not.
Okay,
you.
I was about to say.
But I'm just confused. I'm very disappointed in FIFA. I will say that.
I am too.
It was not that
I am
good
too.
though. I'm very disappointed.
I am too.
Why you disappointed in FIFA?
Good. But we had
He calling the
dog,
space.
like, all I'm saying, dog, like we talked about this like a couple weeks when Nito dropped, right? And it's pretty much I'm saying pretty much the same thing I said then, man. And I know the people haven't seen it, but man, when I first put the CD on, man, I wasn't overly impressed. I will admit that. It almost sounded like Kanye carried the album to me, almost. You know what I'm saying?
But can you understand why you
Yeah.
said you
But
said
this
it?
is
You said you can understand why I was
but
disappointed.
Hold on, B. Can I talk? Y'all been talking.
All right.
See, I ain't the one that does that shit.
So all I'm saying is like I felt like Kanye carried it at first, and I kept listening to the CD. I can't even count how many times, dog. But the more and more I listen to it, the more and more I like it. So I'm gonna just say this: I like the album. I think they went out. They accomplished exactly what they were what they went out for. The reason why I thought Kanye carried it, and I figured it out, is like because Kanye has this popular and appealing sound. It's not even like his lyrics are better than Jay. It's just a popular and opinion. Like he's cool. He has a cool flow. So it overpowered Jay a little bit to me. But then when I went back and listened to them, I'm like, okay, Jay still has some lyrics in there. I didn't think it was, not anywhere near Reasonable Doubt Jay or the American Gangster Jay or even the Black Album, because I do like the Black Album. So I think they both brought what they do to the table. And I know a lot of y'all been saying like watch the Throne or whatever, but what do you expect with Watch the Throne? I mean, I know
That's
y'all
what I
want,
was saying.
I know y'all saying that they need to change it.
So you
and
said
all this.
musically it sounded good to you?
I
though?
said musically it sounded good from the production, from what they were rapping about, from
they
everything.
were
I
rapping
thought it was good.
Okay.
I mean, if y'all want to challenge me on something, go ahead.
There's nothing to challenge.
No.
First, let me go back. First, let me go back.
Yeah.
You said that you were not overly impressed. So
First listen.
our first listen. Yeah. So that being said, do you think we're off base in what we're saying?
I'm not saying that you're off base. Like I said, I think you guys are, because you're reflecting on, y'all looking at this very on the surface. Like, oh, they talking about money, this, that, and the third. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, that's what they've been talking about.
I stayed on the surface and said, what did you expect from these guys?
Right.
And that was the thing that I was saying to everybody here. It's like,
all right, okay.
what do you expect
So
them
it's
to
so
do?
y'all don't think it's a bad album? It's just.
That's
yeah,
why.
All right, let's
Yeah,
start
I
with
do.
you. So you think it's a bad album? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's
You
mediocre.
think it's what?
I think it's like right on the line with good. It's like right there.
Why?
Because it's not horrendous. It's not the worst album I've heard, but it's by far not the best. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Like the more I listen to it, I feel like I like it more. But I'm at that level now where I'm not gonna like it any more than I already do right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not. We all heard Jay go harder than this.
Okay.
And he goes hard on some tracks, and it's like it's almost like pulling teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jay.
It's like you want to like it, but you can't.
I
Quite like
can't
it.
like it because because I guess I hold Jay to a higher expectation because I know of other work that he's done. So I'm like, that's what I expect out of him.
That's what I'm confused about. And that's where I agree with him. I don't understand you being a Jay-Z fan. What was wrong with the Watch the Throne Jay-Z?
Because all right, the flows was not there.
The flow sounded like Blueprint 3. So next.
Okay. And that's fine. And I didn't like Blueprint 3 like
No,
that.
no,
either.
but I'm saying,
Okay.
like, but I'm
Yeah,
saying, but you heard Blueprint 3.
and then the song that he has with the Michael Jackson reference, and then in his verse he's going like I was like,
he's
oh,
old. He's running out of breath. That's what it sounded like to me.
Well,
Dead
I
on.
think what he's doing is the DOA flow. Like I'm not a big first of all, I'm not a big fan of the Blueprint 3. So I don't like that DOA flow.
I like that shit.
See, I don't.
I like the song. I like that
shit.
song.
I like it. But the song is fine. I mean, I think it's fine, though. I think the songs are good. Like I'm not saying this album is great.
You know,
I agree with Rod
Yeah,
that
it's like
it served
five.
its
It's like
purpose.
five. It's like five for me. That
It serves its purpose, and Mike
But-
doesn't like that type of music.
Exactly. It's not for me. I can't really tell anybody not to get this. Because if you're a Jay-Z fan, if you're a Kanye fan, why the fuck don't you like this shit?
I don't get it either.
I
man.
don't get it.
and that's why I said I like the album. I'm on record of
No,
saying
I'm
that. Okay, I know. But because you know what? It's not made for you, but it was made for me.
Was it?
It was made because I like Jay-Z and Kanye. It was made for Brandon. It was made for FIFO, and it was made for Rod,
Right.
who likes it.
And Rod's the only one that's making
And Rod's the only one. Yeah, exactly. So it was made for us. So there is an understanding of why you would be in the position you are at right now.
Right. So I can completely understand Rod's side. He likes what Jay-Z and Kanye have done in the past. He likes this album. You liked the stuff before My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, correct? The Kanye stuff.
Yeah.
You like College Dropout. You
I like
liked-
late registration.
Right.
I like, yeah.
I like
This
Graduation,
is
I
that
liked all
era
that shit.
Kanye.
Same here.
This is that era Kanye combined with the last 3 years era Jay-Z. So what the fuck is there not to like?
Right.
But
That's
you
why I don't get what
every
what
Kanye-
you're complaining
eh,
about.
eh,
I think I can understand Brandon because what Brandon wants from a hip hop album is
And this is my
you know,
thing,
we
man.
kinda
I'm not
know
gonna
what he
give
wants.
nobody a pass just because I like it.
It's not about
there's
giving a
five.
pass.
There's 5 songs on the album I completely support, and that's the reason why I would listen to it again. But the rest of it, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like.
What made this album poor to me is an album should be like this. You should have your fast songs, your slow songs, your up songs, your down songs. This album was just like this the entire way through. Every song was mid-paced and boring and mediocre. Your lines were whack. The verses were whack. But it's what, if I like Jay and I like Ye, it's what I would expect.
Yeah, I mean, it's this typical beat banging, you know, for the whip, Jay-Z
Right.
bouncing, rhyming, racks on rap, being a little clever, a little current or whatever. You know, I think for me, the disappointment that I would have of it is that I wanted the album to be more than they wanted the album to be.